Jack Reynolds signed his name on the dotted line with a grin and a promise. 4 years, Anna, he'd said, tucking a strand of her hair behind her ear. I'll be back before you know it, and we'll finally start that family you've been dreaming about. She kissed him hard, like she could seal his soul to hers with just her lips. But war doesn't keep promises. 16 months into his deployment in Helmand Province, Jack's convoy hit an IED. The explosion was catastrophic. Vehicles flipped, bodies scattered, comms down for hours. In the chaos, his dog tags were found near a burned-out Humvee. No body. But in the fog of war, absence became evidence enough. Back home in Cedar Ridge, Tennessee, Anna received the knock on the door, the solemn uniforms, the folded flag, the words, "presumed killed in action." She collapsed. For weeks she barely ate. She wore his old flannel to bed, played his favorite Johnny Cash records until the needle skipped. Grief hollowed her out. Then came Liam. Jack's younger brother had always been there, quiet, steady, helping with the bills, fixing the porch step, sitting with her in silence when words failed. He never pushed, never presumed, but slowly, gently, he became her anchor. And one rain-soaked evening, 2 years after the news of Jack's death, Liam asked her something neither of them expected. "What if we tried to be happy again, together?" Anna hesitated, but the ghost of Jack felt farther away each day, and Liam's hands were warm, real. They married in a small courthouse ceremony, no fanfare, just 2 wounded people stitching their lives back together. Then, on a Tuesday in late October, Jack walked into the local diner. He'd spent months in a field hospital, then a year recovering from burns and a shattered femur. Captured, then rescued, then lost in military bureaucracy. When he finally got clearance to return stateside, he hitchhiked most of the way home, eager to surprise Anna. He pushed open the diner door, leaner, scarred, but alive, his eyes scanning for her. Instead, he saw her through the window of their old house across the street, and beside her, holding a toddler on his hip, was Liam. Jack froze. He watched as Liam kissed Anna's temple before heading inside. The child, blonde, bright-eyed, laughed at something Liam said. Jack's chest cracked open like dry earth. That night, he didn't knock. He sat on the edge of the woods behind their house, staring at the lit windows until dawn. Days passed. He stayed in a motel outside town, trying to piece together what to do. Go to her, confront them, disappear again? But Anna saw him first. She was buying groceries when she turned down the cereal aisle and stopped dead. There he was, Jack, alive, reaching for a box of the honey nut kind she always bought him. Their eyes locked. Her cart clattered to the floor. "Jack," she whispered, as if speaking too loud might shatter him. "Hey, Anna." He nodded, throat tight. She ran, not away, but to him, arms wrapping around him like she could undo 4 years in one embrace. She sobbed into his jacket, trembling. "They told me you were gone. I buried you in my heart." Later, over bitter coffee in that same diner, the truth spilled out. The marriage, the child, Liam's, conceived after she'd mourned Jack for over a year, and the quiet life they'd built from ashes. "I never stopped loving you," she said, tears streaking her cheeks, "but I thought you were gone." Jack looked at his hands, calloused, scarred, still learning how to hold things gently again. "I know," he said softly, "and I don't blame you." He didn't stay in Cedar Ridge, not because he was angry, but because love isn't always about reclaiming what was lost. Sometimes it's about letting go so everyone can heal. Before he left town, he met Liam at the old fishing dock where they'd skipped stones as boys. "I'm not here to take anything from you," Jack said. Liam, eyes red-rimmed, nodded. "I never wanted to betray you, brother." "I know," Jack said, and for the first time since coming home, he meant it. Jack boarded a bus heading west the next morning. Somewhere beyond the desert, he hoped to find a place where ghosts didn't follow and where a man who died once could learn how to live again. And back in Cedar Ridge, Anna kept a photo on her dresser, Jack, young and smiling in uniform, not out of guilt, but gratitude for the love they'd had, the life she'd rebuilt, and the man who came home just long enough to say goodbye.